The main objective of the master registration program, led by the Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security, was basically to ensure widespread access to vital registration services across various regions. Specifically, the program aimed to provide mobile registration services, and the initiative was designed to offer on-the-spot registration for births, issuance of IDs, and duplicates. This was intended to make sure that these essential services are more accessible to people in different regions. Furthermore, the mass registration was aimed to cover all 14 regions, and the program started from the 5th February 2024 until the 31st of July 2024, ensuring that every region had the opportunity to benefit from these services within that period. The same mass registration was also aimed to gather records and update information. This is for individuals who did not meet the registration requirements for national documents, and the mass registration program sought to collect their details and record them in a functional register. This step was crucial for keeping accurate records and facilitating future issuance of mass or national documents.
Now, at some point, the ministry had raised its concern regarding uncollected documents. How has the public responded to your concern ever since?
The response has been positive so far. And in June, a total of 12,367 documents they were collected. And in July, the number basically increased to 13,135. This is an improvement compared to the first 5 months of the year, when collections were below 11,000 per month. However, this number is still small compared to the large quantity of uncollected IDs in our offices. And I would like to state that a total number of 121,141 uncollected IDs printed between April 2021 and July 2024 is still lying in our offices countrywide. All applicants who have applied for national documents and have not yet collected them are basically urged to collect their identity documents from the Office of Application.
So in terms of statistics, how many people were issued with national documents in total?
We are pleased to announce that during the mass registration campaign, 82,769 individuals have obtained their national documents, such as birth certificates and identity documents. We would like to emphasize that those who have not yet applied for their national documents during the mass registration are encouraged to visit the nearest office of the Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security in their respective regions and apply for national documents.
So this program, as you mentioned earlier, was a countrywide exercise involving all 14 regions. What major challenges were encountered during the exercise?
The countrywide registration exercise had indeed faced several challenges. Among others, many parents arrived at registration points without having all the necessary or required documents, because we all know that when you are registering for national documents, you must bring or meet certain requirements. And we have noticed that during the mass registrations, parents are showing up without supporting documents. There was also a notable influx of individuals traveling from neighboring countries, claiming residency or birth in Namibia. And furthermore, also one of the challenges that was faced, it was the absence of biological parents during the registration process is also one of the challenges the ministry have encountered during the mass registration. We have been encouraging parents that when you are coming to register for your child, you have to be present, because parents, they have to give the consent, or they have to fill the form and sign it, that yes, or that indicating that yes, they are indeed the biological parents of that particular applicant.
So lastly, despite this opportunity being availed to the public, a large number of people are still in need of documentation. Are there any plans to perhaps reintroduce such an exercise in the near future?
The ministry will ensure the public is notified whenever a new mass registration campaign is launched. This information will be communicated through both traditional media and social media platforms. However, the public is encouraged to visit the Ministry of Home Affairs office in their respective regions to apply for their national documents. Additionally, the ministry will also persist in organizing outreach programs, particularly targeting remote and hard-to-reach areas. Those are the villages and schools, and will continue its collaborative efforts with other stakeholders such as the Ministry of Gender Equality, Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare, as well as the Ministry of Health and Social Services. And we are really encouraging also mothers to use opportunity and register their babies immediately after birth. And these services can be found in all 128 state hospitals. All what they need to do before you are discharged as a mother, make sure that you register your baby to obtain the national documents immediately after birth. Do not wait until you are at home. Please make sure that you use the services that are already available in all the hospitals, state hospitals, countrywide.